Bright Phantasm is first over the fence. Watch out for easy raider patrols. MT Butterfly Fox is second into the zone. And right into an anomaly field. Careful on the grabby centers. Stuffhamel is third. Welcome to the blockbuster. You are not alone if there are lobes.
Suck it up with a smile. You're never gonna know how it feels till you try. Jump it up, steal the style. It's doggy, doggy, doggy at the top of the pile. Everybody look at Hollywood, doing it, doing it, doing it good. Suck it up with a smile. You're never gonna know how it feels till you try. Jump it up, steal the style. It's doggy, doggy, doggy at the top of the pile.
Hi. So my original plan was to stream this morning, and then enough stuff happened that it's like, okay, I'll stream afternoon. Then it ended like, hey, we're doing some yard work, and I'm like, that'll unfortunately be very good for me to go do. I should probably go do that. So I did. And now we're here. The morning stream has successfully been delayed all the way until 5:40 p.m. Central Time. But welcome, everyone. Welcome in Bright. Welcome in Stoff. Welcome in Butterfly. Welcome in Lori. Hope that you're all doing well. It's been a day in the sense that it's been a week. Why did I jump there? But also, the bigger reason why I want to stream this yet again is because I have a horrible addiction. Because I really want to do this specific rando, and like I beat pretty much all the other games that I had queued up. Like I finished the original Ace Attorney trilogy and like started the Great Ace Attorney and like, I don't know. It's kind of after you beat one, I'm like, not sure if I want to start another or whatever. The weird in-between games, I'm like, I have the randomizer. Kind of want to do that. And I am also so what I've been doing off stream mostly is going up to the submarine over on North Fairy Island because there's rafts with 4 bokoblins on it, a submarine with 4 moblins inside. I've been fighting the moblins for their money drops and stealing the necklaces off of everything because they sell for 5 rubies a piece. And it's just like, after a point, I'm kind of bored when it comes of cash grinding, because what I've done off screen is I won 1 auction at Windfall, picked up everything from Beetle Special Shop Ship because like I desperately want Ballad of the Gals. I should have done that off of the bat. How is this getting more painful? How is that even worse? Well, found the other wallet. Damn, that was so fast. The worst part is I don't even remember where I got that specific chart from, so I think I got it off of one of the other like required or like something that required the bigger wallet or something, but of course the first thing we get's the wallet. And of course this is a piece of art. It's like a rule with these, you know? It's like, oh hey, everything that you assume would be, or everything that in vanilla base game is like a big milestone item. It's nothing here. It like has to be scrambled with something that's worthless. Which is a fine tradition. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. It's just this weekend has been one specific. Oh yeah, and I also spent like a shit ton of money to get all the Triforce charts translated out. Like, it's just been a weekend that has been simultaneously kind of fucking rough, but all right in some regards. So I don't know. You did order. Oh, no, wrong button. Did order a PS2 yesterday. Hell yeah. Get one region unlocked, or like North America region, or were you getting one for Japan in the case of trying to get Robot Alchemic region liberated? Hell yeah. Is that I forgot that they did like region locking as a thing simply because okay. That, that's actually kind of useful. That our checks go from 11 to 16, and if we upgrade that shit to a deluxe picto box, it goes up even more. Yeah, get juked, bird. Where else can we go? Oh, right. I also found that one of the charts is Forsaken Fortress. Someone was... Somebody took the term disposable camera a little too literal. Which, like, it happens, but you gotta keep a handle on that shit in order to get the pictures developed. Unless it's like a Polaroid. Actually, which is the most... Well, it'd have to be a Polaroid, because everything else could... You have to keep the camera to actually get, like... No, wait! No, if you take... Because the picto box is basically a Polaroid. You don't have to... You don't actually have to, I only need 2 more? Alright. I do only need 2 more Triforce pieces. Are we going to get this? We need 8 items to finish the game. Are we going to get this without setting foot in a single frickin' dungeon? Like, aside from the little bit of Dragon Roost I've been able to get into. That would be absolutely wild. But no, I can see it. Like, you pick up the picto box, you say it, it's like, oh, this is like a disposable camera. You take 3 pictographs and then it's done. They take 3, they take them out, they don't realize that they can just get more if they delete 1, and they toss it into the sea. Return it from whence it came, or some shit like that. Oh, right. I have one for Great Fish. I've never done, like, the full... Or I've never found and looted the full 49 treasure charts all over the sea. Because it's like, after a point, you realize, okay, this is either pieces of heart or, like, a shit ton of rubies. So this is a new experience of having to 100% this. Piece of art. Yeah, case in point. And then we angle, like... Oh, no, wait, we go straight across, because we have one for 3 I reap. It just thinks we need bombs like a frickin' coward. We don't need it. We just simply need to dredge faster than the cannons can fire. If you're pure of heart, explosions cannot hurt you. Hey, I'm getting texted. It's also been a day of stuff happening relentlessly and unceasingly. Where's that map? No, that's Triangle Island. That's a fish. Yeah, like dead ahead. Emphasis on dead. Ah, missed me. Missed again. Oh, right. There's also a letter in a mailbox that I gotta get. Like, I've seen that thing wiggling everywhere. Oh, sweet. I can formally put on the Deku Leaf. I love clicking through the tracker because you can tell which items are legit load bearing. So, like, you click on the Deku Leaf, my accessible locations goes from 14 to 31. More than doubling the checks. Granted, most of them are in the Forest Haven dungeon and around there, but still. Now you... Worth it! Okay, but now I'm legitimately curious if I... How much... Or how... required... Nope, about face. Dungeons actually are. Oh, calm down. I was trying to turn around. It's a perfectly fair direction to go. Not like I'm going into even more open water than before in this tiny little dinghy. I don't know if it's just the emulated state. No, this happened in the original GameCube. I absolutely love how every little bob, like, the boat just completely goes under the water. Well, that might be something with the sail or some vague rationale in, like, the rando logic, but it's funny to me, you know? I kind of like, because I always kind of like seeing the holes in a game like that, of like, oh yeah, there's a clipping error, or there's something that doesn't quite work just right. It's kind of weird when they're perfectly seamless. Another one. Alright. Oh, right, I left the frickin'... I had to leave the chest on Horseshoe Island, because I didn't have the leaf. I also should... Wait. About face. For some godforsaken reason, this island has postal service. Because that's something that... I mean, I can't even complain, but there is something funny about the Rito Postal Service, considering that there's only 3 possible islands they can actually be servicing. Like, they can only be... Oops. Ah! Like, the only islands that have mail service on them... Actually, no, there's like 4. Because there's Windfall, Dragon Roost. I don't think Forest Haven would count as inhabited because it's so insulated, or fuck. It's so isolated. Let's just go with that. So it could only be Outset Island, Windfall Island, Dragon Roost, but that's the mail processing center. Great Fish Isle, because it is implied to be inhabited before it got completely obliterated. And, like, the Private Oasis is a hard maybe. Because, like, yeah, it's inhabited by one person. Like, everywhere else, those are the only islands with houses on them. Those are the only places where stuff is. Unless they're intentionally, like, delivering from or outside of this cluster of islands. Which that would be the only way that makes sense. That it's like, yeah, it's Great Sea and beyond. I don't know, it's 100% a thing of, like, do not think about this too hard, because, like, every single Zelda game, to a point, I feel like this is similar to... I have to go golfing again. This is somehow Mecha's fault. How dare. Come on, get in the hole. Like, I feel like it's also kind of like why I have weird feelings about the Ocarina of Time remake, is that yeah, of course it is. You understand. Is like these games are very liminal in a way that like early NES games were like that because they were early NES, SNES. The world existed entirely to facilitate the game. Like, it was 100%, why is anything like this? Because it's an adventure-friendly world. That's entirely the reason. And then there's a similar thing with, like, early 3D games, where it's like, why is it like this? All of the polygons are going in your character, are going to make your character look a little bit not weird. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm looking at some of the other things, and Savage Labyrinth, the like 50 floor pit of trials on Outside Island, it specifically calls out, in order to do this, you need the hero's bow, or Deku Leaves and Hero Sword, or Boomerang and Hero Sword, or bombs, or Skull Hammer. Like, the amount of different ores and whatever is just, okay, so you need some weapon, and we have divulged all possible combinations that will work. Why is the world like this? Because we didn't. Yes, that is 100% like that, or 100% the reason. Why is it in the way? Why is it the way that it is? We had no other options. All right. Next treasure. So it's like, oh yeah, there's like 3 over here. This is the world's best dredging simulator until Dredge. It's like, and maybe this is just me being weird, or it being a very foundational memory for me. I actually really like, Len! What the hell? How's Final Fantasy? How's Crisis Core? God damn, you did catch me in 4K. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome in you, welcome in Len. Just finished it? Nice. I've heard that that's one that makes people like cry like a baby. Like a very, very good and strong finish to the game. Okay, I know I had a map for here. But welcome in, Raiders. For anyone new here, I'm El Chor Brett, El Chor from Beyond Reality, who found Old Man Blockbuster full of retro games. Decided, yeah, this is the coolest shit ever. I'm just gonna do this until humanity dies out of its own accord. I don't have to do work. Mostly play retro games, sometimes some new stuff. Today we're playing... Oh. Do I not have... Oh, that's a different one. I already got the Sunken Treasure. Well, I'll get that one later because because that seems like a lot of effort. Wind Waker's going great. I'm doing a randomizer, and I've done this for maximum pain. I have set everything that's possible to randomize. We have not done a single dungeon. We went like a few rooms into Dragon Roost Island, and it completely stalled out due to a lack of keys. I hope to... So far, we've found like everything we need. We only need a couple more key items in order to go beat Ganon. So it's very possible that if we get the next 8 items without entering a dungeon, we're going to end up beating Wind Waker without ever going into a dungeon beyond like the first 4 rooms of Dragon Roost. Also, this has been so mean because we had to essentially do every free-floating platform and chest we could in order to find the wallet, which added a couple more checks, and then the first thing we found this stream was the bigger wallet. We have already found most of the massive cash rewards, so this is useless. This is just randomizer luck. This is just how badly it goes for me. I love it. I'm probably a masochist. There's several things wrong with me. I highly recommend you try one of yourself. It's like, I don't know, there's a thing where every so often it's like, yeah, randomizer time. Come on, get out of my face, Miniblins. Oh, and I'd also really like a shield, but like, well, there's a lot of things I'd like. Oh, thank God. I thought I was on a timer and was like, I'm just going to do this one first because I don't think I can do the other ones. Oh, hey, we didn't run out of money. Yay. Give me that magic power. Dude, Zach Flair's just that guy. That makes sense from what I know about 7 itself. That, like, yeah, given various things, he kind of has to be just that dude. And I love that for him. Sail. Which one is Cliff Plateau? Highest on? Oh, right. Oh, no, I actually went up there. I'm expecting him to be, but like, damn it, hit. Right? Like, you can understand, and it's a little bit annoying because like, I don't know how specific the remake stuff is, because like it just sometimes it's 1-to-1, it's dead accurate. Sometimes it's like, nah, man, we're doing something completely different. And any knowledge of the old series is like of zero help to you. So like I'm trying not to say the spoilers I know, but it's like, oh wait, no, I see why he haunts the narrative of that old game. Like, I've only heard good things about Crisis Core. Give me the seeds. I feel like I can just like hover over there, but I don't know. I've always just done the grappling hook. You know that Zach is him? Right? Wild. Big of True, still pretty good size to false. Get reflected, you damn squid. He's just that cool. I think I can just keep it on there forever. This is my only bottle, and I probably shouldn't waste the soup, but where's that firefly? It's a check, which means we do it, and which it also means that if we gotta keep a weird bug in our pants for several actual weeks, then that's what we do. Ooh, my toasters. Let me grab that. Let's see. There. Second bread. Hold on. Grab that. And from there. There. We got a navvy. Why? Because I can. Okay, remember. Oh, there she blows. Hell yeah. I remember the last time I did this was like for when I was playing Ocarina of Time on my actual 64. Like sheer vanilla, and there was a point where, because of like, I think it was just the monitor compared to how old TVs were, but I'm like, I can't see shit. I am playing off of my OBS preview because y'all can see better than I can. It's fun times. Fun times. Alright. Watch me miss jumping into this bud. So you have to be pessimistic, because if you think you can do it, everything will conspire. Wait. I think I went the wrong way. It's like... No, wait, right way? Probably? What was that? What's the actual check I'm trying to do? Small island chest. That's... Wait. Ah! Because there's that one over there. That's the Club Nintendo Sculpture Gallery. We're on the wrong side of the damn island. Is it... I thought it was going to fall off. Okay, now how do I get there? It's like back hopping? Hopefully. Happens. Ah! Retreat! Well, yeah, but I didn't expect it to happen to me. How could it? Oh, wait. So we need maximum height, which means we need maximum flower bud. I would really like if there's something I could swing on. How the hell did... Oh, I hope we make it. Should hear a maximum flower bud. God, I thought it was gonna fall off. Hey, slap some plant power on there. A little earthy smell of garden soil. You got yourself a hero there. If I remember right, this one like gets a little bit weird because... Wait, is that... Yeah, it's about right. Because like it's... If you fall into the ocean here, it's like... immediately despawn or respawns you and as like a courtesy, which doesn't in here. Oh, hey, we got the shield. Oh, that's so nice. We can actually defend ourselves now, which means I can beat up an old man. That's a co-star, Gardenia's Soil. I can see it. Ooh, wait. Beetle, stop. How did I miss? You're useless to me. I can buy none of that shit, and I think some checks are behind getting enough shop points. Which is actually kind of hard to do because I don't need 49 pieces of bait. I need some bait, but not all that bait. Alright, so that's everything in Forest Haven. We can do Cliff Plateau. Amazingly, I still haven't taken any damage. We aim to change that. I feel like superheroes were like the original VTuber. You can make anything can make absolutely any concept X. Like, you can make absolutely anything a superhero. You can make absolutely anything into a VTuber. Definitely some overlap in that is that generation's slightly derisive. Anything can be a thought. Sporting point that arms. Let me guess. Only power. His arms come off. I was thinking, or matter eating lad. I was thinking specifically dog welder. What's his superpower? He welds dogs to things. That's entirely it. There's like an entire run of fucked up superheroes, and he was one of them. That's his role in the universe. I think he even like, I saw like a video on him because like I heard the concept. I'm like, okay, I have to see what the fuck is wrong with this high-powered mutant of a character. That's like, yeah, no, he had a pretty tearful and passionate send-off at the end of his issue where he welded two stars that happened to be known as the dog stars, like Sirius A and B together, and like that was enough that killed him. Like, wow. Of course they did that for Dog Welder Man. To Dog Welder and Bueno Excelente. That sounds awful, but like in a fun way. I'll say, Zardar, how you doing? Like, oh, hey, money. I'm not too bent about not being able to get this earlier. Highest point. Here's Private Oasis. Next, chest. I don't know, I feel like it's never specified how Bueno wins, but it's also something that can't be shown in comics. Yeah, right south of Tower of the Gods. So, yeah. It reminds me of, like, going through the TV tropes articles specifically on Batman Arkham series, and there's just... I can only assume that it's the work of one wiki editor who is very enamored with the Creeper as a DC superhero, as because like every time there are so many entries over the entire run of every Arkham game that just like brings up casually, yeah, Jack Ryder's the Creeper and he's never seen his superhero persona. And you Google the DC the Creeper, and it's like, yeah, no shit, he never shows up. This is awful as in like the original concept art. They're not going to show. There's no way they can Arkhamify this without making it something that they just can't show. Point is, it's very important that every generation has something that is completely and totally deranged creative outlet. I just need to adjust here and... and that... I don't remember how I figured out you could do that. I think it was out of desperation last time I did one of these. But you can. Okay, good. We haven't found all the money in the game. There's a line of cash there. Should look up Section 18. It's Dog Willer and Bueno and Johnny Sixpack. I've seen them because they were passively mentioned in the video, but I chose not to go too far because I was fully fixated on what the hell is dog welding. Oh, hey. Right, this also opens up a couple more platforms because there's some you have to parachute across. And the funny thing is, we have like... Okay, that's wild. There's one more check in Dragon Roost Cavern that I can get. The requirements: Deku Leaf, or Dragon Roost Cavern Small Key 1, Deku Leaf, or 4 small keys, and Hero's Sword, or Hero's Bow, or Bombs, or Skull Hammer, or Hero's Bow, Fire and Ice Arrows, and the Grappling Hook for the big key chest. I kind of want to try that just to see what it is. Like, how does that translate? Wonder Woman was also temporarily on the team when she lost her memory. Somehow that's just insulting. Like that, I feel like that's an insult you keep with you for the rest of your days and get revenge on. That was in the crane. Like a little bit more. All right, dunk it. And what will this one be? Useful, useless? Probably a bit of both. Honestly, it stopped her from falling into nefarious hands, so it worked out. But yeah, that's a reputational stain you will never wash out. That feels like the type of superheroes where it's like, yeah, they're on our side and they are good guys. We just wish they weren't on our side. It's like they're on the side of good, no matter how much you want to punch them. We wish they were just civilians. You're not alone in wishing they were not here. Good day, sir. have my soup! How dare you? How dare? The funny thing is that because we have so many treasure charts, that means of the 174 remaining locations, about 50 of those, well, less than 50 of those. Nah, about 40 of those, if we're being honest. A lot of them are simply the rewards from the treasure chart. Like, yeah, they're doing a full randomizer of Wind Waker sounds absurd because there's so many checks. But you have to remember, this is probably the most treasure-packed game because, like, practically speaking, there is nothing stopping the game from just being like, yeah, here's some, like, a bunch of rubies or something else nice, a piece of heart or something from these, or from the chests or sources that you get the treasure charts from. But it's like, no, we're doing a sea adventure. We want a mechanic where you can dig up buried treasure. So they added the treasure hunting. But then because there's extra effort aside from finding them in a chest, they decide, like, all right, we're going to also increase the rewards. So where, like, Ocarina of Time would have a ton of, or things that are like 50 rubies, 100 rubies max. Yeah, I think the wind's right for that. I do not, however, have enough lift. I have enough lift. Wish me luck, dude. Oh, the wind was not right for this one. I needed to go full north. No, we're fine. Be gone, seagull. And I think that lines me up. So yeah, instead of putting like 50 rubies, 20 rubies, 100 or so, or if it was in done, I didn't refill my lift. Oh, we're going to the sploosh. No. Well, I guess I just wait here and drown? Question mark? Just because that'll reset me up there and I can try again? I love how his head sinks deeper in the water the lower the swim gauge goes. And also how this Link is the worst swimmer because they're like, no, if you could swim infinitely... Oh my god, they just have you wash up on the shore. That's hilarious. Like, if you could swim infinitely, you could just go. Like, there would definitely be speed runs or game attempts of, like, boatless %. I wonder if that's a legitimate category. Like, speedrunners are the type of mentally ill and obsessive people in the most awe-inspired way I can make that, I can put any spice onto that. I would believe that they have found some way to bodily fling Link into the proper location for him to do the game without a boat. Like, there's two, regardless of all the talent and tricks that go into speedrunning, there are ultimately only two tricks: flinging and black magic. Like, that is the two genre of speedrunning tricks. It's either stuff like the Super Mario parallel universe, like you go back, like Super Mario 64, like you build enough speed backwards that you underflow it all and enter a place where you aren't where the game thinks you are, and it's like, practically speaking, you may as well be in a parallel universe. Or it's stuff like, well, you put these two items on top of these two physics objects on top of each other, and then they start clipping. You start hearing the Half-Life Source Engine Gmod clipping noise, which are all the same things now that I think about it. Maybe I should have brought a green Nope, we're fine. And then suddenly you're thrown directly into the skybox, and when you crash down, you have to either hit one of the physics objects that flung you up here in the first place, or hit this little puddle. And like that, those are the two movement techs. It's either flinging yourself into the heavens, or due to how loading zones work, you are now suddenly not where you thought you were. Oh, hey, sweet. We're getting there. And like, it is very fun of how they figure that out and how that works, because it often, in both cases, it requires a lot of intricate knowledge about, punch my headphones out, about how it works, or how the game engine works and how it interprets stuff. But at the same time, it's like, hey, here's how to make your character go flinging skyward. Oh yeah, can get that. Windfall. There's like there are so many just free chests out there. Ah, V, how's Dark Souls? What are you doing in there? Fave come to raid you? Hell yeah, more raiders, more people trespassing. I love that. But thanks so much for the raid. How's your stream? I hope you had a good one. For everyone new here, I'm Eldritch Bread, Eldritch from Beyond Reality, who found an old man blockbuster full of retro games and decided, yeah, this is cool. I'm good. I don't need to evolve my personality past this. Mostly play old games, sometimes some new stuff. Today we're doing a randomizer for Wind Waker, where I scrambled absolutely everything. You found one, Butterfly. Finished bed at soul level 1 after 2 or 3 hours of fighting Ornstein. Ornstein and Smough is the boss that I will always say just summon help for them. They are so aggressive, and they're tuned to be so difficult solo that unless you're doing a challenge run, it is perfectly fine to do them one at a time. That sounds stressful but rewarding, especially Bed of Chaos afterwards. Like, that one's just free if you know what you're doing. Hell yeah. Wait, do you want me to do something? Crafted Picto Box. Oh yeah, it is your Picto Box. Hold up. God, that's so blurry. Polish. Okay, okay. So we just take it from further back. We take it not from that far back. And like we take one close up of your face. Get that real disappointed scowl on there. Pure or much polished. Have to Picto Box compared to yours. Oh, wait, no, that he lets us in there. You can find a way to kill Sentinel bullshit. You can't. Oh, right. Yeah, that'd be a problem. Finding a link for you that Dogwaller was officially condemned to hell. The original one. Did bed because of Soul Level 1 with Crown of Dusk and Bellowing Dragon Quest. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, how do I get... Oh, right. I believe we need to parachute. I believe that Lenzo's chests just don't... You don't actually need to be his assistant. You just need the Deku Leaf. Because what you need to do is essentially a robbery. This poor dude, this poor guy, just keeps on getting his house broken into and his shit stolen. Oh, good luck. Well, I have no idea how you'd get in here normally. Maybe it's a dieting goal. You know, maybe if he can fit through that little crawl space hole. Hey! We might actually be able to beat this without ever setting foot into a dungeon. We now have 7 items left to beat this, needed to beat this game. Fire temp is like 4x flames adjuster, so ascended plus 5 is around 200, 230, 250, add an extra 80% and do 1656 damage a hit. Is there anything that ain't I think starve. I think I gotta photograph that. And that'll be what he uses as chest. Completely forget how to do the Picto Box assistant one. Although maybe... I can figure it out now.
Johnson rag playing cha-cha-cha.
You sound like, yes, it was. It sure was.
But I never heard it played that way before.
Well, a good tune can be done anyway. Now, wait a minute. Hold it. Lads, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Show Johnny. We'll prove it.
What do you mean, play another tip?
Johnson, no. Johnson rag is a wolf.
Welcome back. So I think it's just you have to do the first just do the first like sub quest, but I don't know. We'll see. If you want to do almost 3,000 pop the red tear stone power within and pray you don't get hit. I mean, at soul level 1, after a while, you kind of just have to pray you don't get hit to be at all. I assume. So wait. Starting picked boxes, creating box credible on research. Oh yeah, there we go. Assistant fault. Yep. There we go. I love that it's just most of his tasks are just hey, go creep on the townspeople. go get photos of them in compromising positions. Fortunately, I remember how to actually do these more than anything, more than the rest. Also, I've been doing a little bit of town decorating because that's on the list. Hopefully, it looks nice. Practically, it probably looks dumb. So I think if we hide in this bush and wait for the dude to come along. Yeah, and we get a little bit of foliage in there for the perfect texture to this. And more text. There's been a lot happening today, and I've been needed for it, which is a whole mood. Oh, hey, dude. Actually, I'm just gonna stalk the guy. Yep. Ah, there he is. The dude. Yep, sometimes you just have to stalk him like prey. Just hunt them for sport. And you know, I think now that I think about it, and this is entirely V's fault, that I should like go into the whole how to literally one-tap bosses in Dark Souls, because like there's some tricks that are very risky, like the whole red tear stone ring power within and all that also require a little bit of going off the beaten path and like getting stuff that in my mind is always late game, way before you normally be there. And it's also really fun and satisfying to go and, you know, just pop someone. There is no way that I know that this is a game optimized for a blurry screen at a blurry time of technology. Oh, hey. I can get this one too. Nice. I don't know which one any of the other ones are, though. I just remember those two. Hey, boss, I'm back with the voyeurism shots. Right, what's the job one? Is Tim and cowardly intent to flog his spirit? Flinches, jumps, slice, surprise, need to capture infant. Which one is this? Which one? So I feel like none of them are in buildings. Alright. Which one of you barrel-chested assholes is a wimpy? Actually, wait. I have it up and I don't really care. Oh! Huh. Instant justification. Oops. Like how no one has it. No, of course not. It's obviously jewelry of the finest quality. They obviously have nothing to say about it because they all know that this is just pure style. They're jealous. And it's also kind of not canon just because you have to do, like, in base game, a large enemy spoils trading quest to get it. So most people are like, no one will do this, it's fine. I forget this dude's here. Ah! Hang on. Come on, hit the wall. There we go. That's way too close. To hit the other wall. No. Kind of like where you tell them that, yeah, pretty much. They're cowards. Ah! Ah! They did this on purpose. There we go. I think I had to I had to look that one up first, or the first time I did that, because I'm like, I didn't remember, just because of a lack of memory for it, that somehow the first one stuck well in my mind and the last one stuck well in my mind. But the middle one, well, the other thing is, like, you'd never go up into that bar. There we go. All right. This... Sweet! A second bottle. Come assistant. You know what? I don't want to think why the kind of creepy voyeur photographer gave us a bottle. But at least we get a better picto box now. Wait. Another treasure chart. Okay, we still have the picto box. I was wondering for a second, like, wait, will this replace the picto box? But I guess we have progressive picto box on. Love that for us. Oh, hey, I know exactly where that is. Round. I would steal. We still have 38 locations. Man, this feels so nice to not be in like single digits of checks. It's like we have so much freedom. We can do whatever we want. Speaking of auction time. I've finally figured out the secret to this. You just gotta be aggressive. I also made sure to decorate the auction house ahead of time for this. I probably could have decorated the entire town if I didn't deck out this place with this swanky golden statues of this dude. But the heart wants what the heart wants. And I felt it was proper. Yeah, I think one... Yeah, 114 should shock everyone. Because if you do it for 30 or more, it'll absolutely shock them. And then you can just continuously stun lock them. Hey, you know what? Let's do it again. Oh wait, I think I can do it for 20. I can get this for cheaper. Like considering making rock on a stick a weapon in your game, possible for forum control. Do it. I support this. I love how this is just me driving up the price that I'm willing to pay to make sure no one else can bid on this. I am just trolling this entire auction house. Yeah, rock on a stick is a very good weapon. Hey. Know your place. I'll do 190. Let's see. I didn't do these before because there's no way I can get this for 200. I think I am going to be getting these for 200. Nope. Hands off. That is mine. Eh. 62. Know your play. I could have gotten it for one more ruby. Still cheaper than a Tingle translation. And I think that's everything in the auction house. Considering... Oh, right, read that already. Alright. Now let's see what I gotta dig up on this one. And Hey, I know where that is. Angular Isles. Let's see, we got 2 left on here. One takes a lot of effort. Eastern... Huh?
Friendly care package inbound.
Thank you, Butterfly. You can destroy... Can you actually destroy the... Let me find a... Weird. You can destroy lookout platforms with a boomerang. I was not aware that was a thing you could do. What the fuck? Well, I mean, we're off to dead south of here because that's the nearest thing that I have treasure chart for. Now, it'd be wild if I can get through this without doing a single dungeon. Because like I also started a Ocarina of Time randomizer just because the remake news made me a little bit nostalgic for how freaking blocky and weird that the original game of that looked. And there's so many weirder options on Ocarina, like change every freestanding ruby into a check. So like if there's just a singular ruby out there in the wild just doing stuff, we continue south. There's more stuff down there. Then it becomes a check, which turns Kokiri Forest into like a handful of checks, most of them in the shop if you have that on, to like 40 or more. Simply because there's so many just freestanding rubies in that level. Huh. I never knew you could do this. Okay, was anyone going to tell me that Wind Waker's boomerang is kind of busted, or was I supposed to figure that out on my own? Like, if I knew this would work, I'd never use bombs for this. I love how bombs are such a big thing for, like, the levels that you need them for. Yeah, I only knew because the tracker said it. Or, like, the tracker says possible. Have no history with Wind Waker. That would also do it. Like, this was my first Zelda game, so I got a lot. Oh, hey, a Triforce chart. The chartage continues, and will continue until morale improves, or inevitably we jump off a cliff because of morale issues. I'm leaning for the second and keeping a lookout for a good cliff. No, wait, due north. There we go. Yeah, we're pointing roughly out the right way. Actually, no, I have to know if it's just platforms or if it's every single cannon. Oh my god, I am never doing... I am never using bombs to destroy a cannon ever again. Like, yeah, it can't kill enemies, but like, this is probably the best Great Sea weapon ever. You can chew through big octos, destroy... Pirate monitors are not... No, of course not. There's only one seaworthy vessel in this entire game, and it's Tetra's pirate ship. Which is probably an heirloom. Although I suppose it makes sense in a way in that the only major source of wood on the Great Sea would be Forest Haven. Would be. But that is guarded by a whole ass... Well, I would say guarded by a whole ass tree, but like, I don't see what's stopping anyone from walking in there, because they pretty much get conquered the moment Ganon shows up. Beetle's boat might be yeah, I can see Beetle's boat being seaworthy. But like, pirate monitors? Nah. Wait, what square am I in? Oh, cannons and enemies. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable one. Yeah, I'd say that one's seaworthy. The barrels on the side help. Barrels on the side definitely help. I can see the case of like wood being a bit of a rare resource. I think main source of wood would be these these platforms. Hey, another treasure chart. We are getting there. Next stop, Fire Mountain. Why? Because an active volcano is the perfect place to play by. Right, main post has to be stupidly long, and like the only way I can think of it is that there's like a sandbar or something underwater, because they're always made near islands, which are like mountaintops. So they wouldn't be going to seabed, they'd be going to like mountainside. Because like obviously Dragon Roost and Fire Mountain, this kind of area from like Windfall to Dragon Roost and the rest, like this is all old Hyrule's Death Mountain, which gives it a little bit of because like, at least in my mind, this entire area, the entire area of the Great Sea is pretty shallow simply because of how many islands there are. Like obviously not stupidly shallow, but compared to what it could be, it's not like regular cruising sea depth. Like, too close, too far. Make up your mind, Link. Man. I guess we have to be close enough they can fire at us. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, and this boomerang can intercept bombs. We basically have a CIWS on here. We have point defenses. I love that for us. Stretching. Ow. Damn. Oh yeah, I did. Another one. Oh, we can get Cabana Labyrinth. Well, the next place looks like Thorn Fairy Island, where we can just get all the shit. I wonder what 7 items you need to beat the game. I don't remember if I said it so that we have to beat all the bosses. I probably did. But like... Wait, no, I can just check. So we need the hook shot. Two Triforce pieces. 2 more sword upgrades. I'm actually unsure of what the full 7 items are. Oh, and light arrows, so 2 more bow upgrades. So 2 sword upgrades, 2 bow upgrades, the hook shot, and 2... Wow. That's honestly not a lot of stuff. The fact that the only things necessary to beat the game include a fully powered up Master Sword, all 8 or so pieces of Triforce, and that's just kind of it. But also really cool. So yeah, no, there's a bare minimum of stuff that you can just, if you find it, you can just go. So I think last time we skipped the Earth Temple, I believe. Okay, this is Thorn Fairy. Oh wait, how did I get up there? I really didn't. I just got the Deku Leaf. There has to be a ladder that I'm just not seeing. There. Although I'd love early light arrows. I know it's very much like the thing everyone plays. Playing a randomizer really just goes down to hoping that you get light arrows early and gambling with that. But the hope stays alive. Hey, little duder. Another treasure chart. None of these checks ever get resolved. They just keep leading to treasure charts that lead to other treasure charts. That lead to things that are honestly not that good in the long run. It's a beautiful, viscous cycle. And no, I did not misspeak. This cycle is sticky. All right, let's see what we got. To be translated. Treasure chart 7, Crescent Moon Isle. 10. That's Outset. Yeah, it's the only goddamn place in this goddamn world. The goddamn bridge. Goddamn. Chart 20 is Mother and Child Isle, which you can't warp to. That has been burned in my head. And the next check is down in 5-star, over to Angular, and then... Actually, we can do this in a different order. We have the power. We have the ability to get mildly closer. I think I found the next hyperfixation while I wait for all my Ace Combat games to ship and get here. Because, well, I can tell you, it is wild that I think I'm going to get Ace Combat 0, the one game that I got off of eBay before Ace Combat 4 or 5. And I want to play them in release order because I know, if by nothing else, the prices tell me aggressively that the proper way to play them is 4, 5, 0, then 7. Can't get 6 because that one was a Xbox 360 original or exclusive for some ungodly reason. But the fact that Hollywood videos, they're numbered. We will have our revenge, and the only... Oh, Lookout platform, not that. Also, welcome in, Bug. Hope you're doing well. And Rockstick has been modeled? Hell fucking yeah. I can't wait to see that swinging at someone. Well, I don't think... I have to check my emails specifically by, like, sender and check on the order itself. I don't think they've shipped it. I think it's been a week, and they're... I might get an email that says, like, yeah, actually, we don't have that. We don't have the games we said we did. Apologies, here's some in-store credit. Like, no, I'm getting full refund if they don't have what I want. Like, I'm still looking forward to that. For some reason, it's scratching an itch, and I think it's because of all the bombs. And it's one of those games that, like, I knew nothing about, and then I started reading into it because I'm like, oh yeah, Ace Combat got a new game, and they're during the Game Awards, and people were treating that like it was a huge deal. I wonder why. I'll go look into that. Like, oh, that's why. Wow, that was fucking useless. That's going to be sold for 5 rubies to buy a flower to beautify Windfall Island. That ain't getting any use in a practical way. And skip over boating course to Angular Isles, which... Can't do the cave on there since that needs the mirror shield. It is a very pretty butterfly necklace. It's just that the only side quests we had that required 41, and I already delivered all those. So it is 100% a case of we got the use out of them. Although, honestly, the grind that I did leading up to this to get 1,000 rubies a couple of times, just because, like, all of that would have been me going into one submarine over and over again just to get, like, a little bit. Yes! The first trap has been sprung! You have found the first chat landmine. Anytime you say swords, I should change that so it actually ats the mod specifically, but it tries to call them over with the friend I have who loves fencing. 2 weapons to model for a gamer: a shitty wooden sword and a rock on a stick. I mean, do you need more than that? Sounds like you have a stabber and a hammer. And if you have a stabber and a hammer, you pretty much got everything. Ooh, More arrows. That's actually practical. Now we go to oh, bear. Like, yes, you can do a lot with minimalist stuff, but you can also do a lot by going like the way of Earth Defense Force. Hundreds of weapons. How many of them are just statistically different variants or variants of one thing, or something along the lines of, hey, we had an idea, we fucked around, and we made this abomination. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Ship it. So many. Most silly and animated weapons, including a sharpened door. Oh, that sounds appealing. Okay, Bug, you have a point. Every weapon at the end of the day is a variant of a stick. Why? Because it's very easy to swing the stick around. Showed Brett last stream have the best anime. What? Axe slap him. I legit love those ones. Like, Monster Hunter has a bunch of these. Like the great sword that's just a swordfish. Yakuza has a swordfish cannon. There's a couple. I've seen a couple variations where it's is that slab of meat. Oh, hey. Just need. We are legit going to find everything on the Great Sea, and I love that. We could. I'm not sure about Orca. I'll come back to that one. Ooh, Five Eye Reef. Oh my god, Five Eye Reef. It lets you do it. It marks it on the tracker so long as you have the boomerang, because it's just the cannons. It's not the gunboats, and you need bombs for the gunboats. It's just a meat club. Meat hammer. Which is really a meat hammer, when given enough time, unless properly cured and preserved, will eventually become a bone club. It just depends on if it'll become a bone club because the wielder eats it first, or it rots away. Phantasy Star Universe has a rare drop called the handgun. It's giant Disney-style white glove doing finger gloves. Fires lasers while saying pew. That reminds me of the Dead Space, like hardcore mode reward, which was very much in the same boat of that, of being a giant foam finger that, when pointed and fired at an enemy, is just Isaac shouting the word bang at them, and then all of their limbs explode. It's the added hilarity of that being like the core mechanic of Dead Space, of cut off their limbs. Not just head, just every limb as well. With... God, I wish more horror games would do that, where it's like first time through, you're here for the experience, TM. Second time through, we will acknowledge that you are here for the catharsis. It's like how you can get the giant infinite rocket launcher in Resident Evil. I should play more of that. I think I can get an S rank on that. I might need like a little bit of help from some easier to get unlockables, or the Gatling gun. Oh yeah, that would be Claire's version of the rocket launcher, because my experience with that is first time through kind of underwhelming, because it doesn't have the same punch as the rocket launcher. Granted, the point of the rocket launcher is one shot, one kill on anything. But I also ran out of ammo beforehand and had to drop some items in order to pick it up. So what you're saying is John Wick... Oh yeah, totally. John Wick movies are New Game Plus. They are 100% just there for catharsis. Hey! Nifty! I was wondering when we were going to get stuff like that. Alright. Next up. Bombs or fire and ice arrows? What's the gimmick for... What can fire and ice arrows do for that? I don't know. Give me back the sail. And kind of, sort of, Oh, wait, no. There's Southern Ferry there, but, like, that's warpable? North Dialect of Steel. Because it's right there. Yeah, we got treasure to dredge. I love how these streams went from me kind of going paranoid about how much just running around and map finding random side quest collectathoning it's become to just... Wait, oh. It is open, I just have to remove that gunboat. To just me owning it and being like, I wonder if we can do this without doing any of the interesting dungeons. God, when I first streamed this, like, this was the first game I ever streamed, period. I would go so insane from this. Like, just from the constant, in my mind, nothing to work off of. Hey, that's just great. To now it's becoming a whole, can I do it? Alright. And... Okay, I see. I see the path. There's legitimately a weird path that starts at Private Oasis, and then there's a specific thread of checks. Purple. So there's one here, two here, one here, one here, one here, two here, and then a single one here. And then there's two more in Windfall and like one up here. But like, that's a pretty good line. Pretty good through line of, well, bullshit. Well, I suppose the other thing that's make this a lot easier is I was very paranoid when I started out of, oh no, I have to talk in a very specific, appealing way for 3 hours straight. No breaks, no pauses, no fillers, just perfect, off the cusp talking. 3 hours straight. Turns out, that is really stupid, and it's okay to, like, say nothing for a little bit of time. Granted, I end up going 3 hours straight anyway, but... Don't make this weird butler door. I just noticed the butler in a maid dress cutout. Which is pauses, pauses, silences, breaks are okay, and sometimes kind of good. Like sometimes you need a moment to let what you just said sit there and breathe. Yeah, I don't know how I never noticed that one of the butler cutouts was actually a maid dress, or was in a maid dress, but like, props to Nintendo. There's that there. I know there's a way to like skip through most of this simply by clipping through one of these the final door you need, but it's one of those things that like one of the reasons I haven't really done a lot of Oh, gimme. Like, I haven't learned a whole lot of speedrun tricks. It's simply because I'm like, that's fine. Nintendo's been pretty supportive of the LGBT community over the years. I love that. I mean, honestly, I didn't even parse it as that. I'm just like, how have I never noticed the one next to the bathtub is a maid? I felt like I should have seen that. But love that for her. There we go. That should be enough to translate the last of our maps. Now back to the maze. All right, the hammer. That's a bottle. That's a hammer. I've also seen a mod pack that like turns the world into a weird, dark, messed up, evil version, and the skull hammer of that is the Master Sword, still in its podium. Hell yeah! Bombs. The checks again doubled. It went from 30 to 64. Like, the entire Forsaken Fortress dungeon has opened up. So much more the Tower of the Gods has as well, and there has been one in every other single dungeon from simply from the Tingle statues becoming available. It's another weapon. Sword. Yep, sword's still in the stone. And God, was I right on the money for sword being a big money one. Sword. And the more... Oh yeah, it's not perfect. Like I don't have it hooked up to an AI thing because why the hell would I? Hey Ada, I love that emote. It's just matching the word in. Oh, I went backwards through that. No, I went forwards through that. Although, depending on how they're evaded, landmine placement might be updated. Yeah, and then this would be the exit one. Why? Because if I've learned one thing from playing Hell Let Loose as Recon, it is really funny when you get a mine kill. Because Recon gets landmines in that game. And there's nothing greater than seeing at the end results screen or like tabbing in after you. Thank you for exploding. I really appreciate that because god damn, you dead fucks drop so much money. Like, seeing somebody kill you and be like moving towards the garrison that you're at or whatever you were defending, only to see later that, oh, that's no longer threatened, and that you have one more mine kill than you had before, that's just satisfying. That means you really ruined somebody's day. Ow. Glad I didn't roll into that. Heyo! Okay, we need 5 more items. We need 1 more bow and arrow upgrade. And yeah, we need a bow and arrow upgrade, the last Triforce shards, the hook shot, and 2 more sword upgrades. And we have done this without having to fight this is my goal now. My goal is to do as little of... Hell yeah. So the other day, I joked about landmines being Rex pancakes, where you watch the video and realize that, yeah, I do love those ones. I do know, I did recognize the videos and be like, yeah, I enjoy those. Another treasure chart, because of course it does. Okay, so now there's 3 letters we can get, but those all require different boss container or hearts, which I'm not sure if those are randomized or not. I think I don't think they are. Oh, wait. Okay, this just got... Oh, of course it did. We're getting more checks. There's going to be more things available. That is entirely how this works. Because now we can do almost everything on Ice Ring Isle. Well, we can go in and actually do those things. Yeah, we're definitely in the point of the randomizer where like we've gotten so much shit that we've sifted through all of the pointless stuff and are now just on the only thing they have left to give us is useful. Northwest cannons, southwest cannons. I think the center one is just harassment. I think they're sighting in. Wow. They're awful shots. I've been sitting here for several business days, and you have failed to land a single cannonball on my fine vessel. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourselves anyway. Okay, that's fair. I was talking shit. And I now see the purpose of that center platform. I'm like, huh. It's wild that this is only telling me to do stuff on, like, the outskirts and ignore the center one full of cannons and all that nonsense. Now it makes sense. Now I see why this is the way it is. Alright, kind of point towards, turn on the wind, and... Oh, I completely failed. I was trying to be like, okay, I'm going to point directly at it. And then get to the other platform. And I overshot because I forgot that that would create forward thrust. I forgot how sailing works. Okay, but the Great Sea theme swelling right as I jumped off, pretty cool. One there. Hey! I'll take it. I'm never gonna have to use that because I'm never intending to be in a in a serious fight. But I'll take it. Oh, I see why the requirements for this one was fire arrows or bombs. Both things that can destroy these. Yep, ants.
Oh, you got it? Here it is.
Be back in a bit. Sorry for the bit of delay. Had something stuck in my teeth. Yeah, the nice thing is we already have the bomb upgrade. Because evidently the upgrade and the actual items are different items. I find hilarious. Alright, what you got for me? Hell yeah, Sith. Yeah, just have to get this Triforce finished and then... Another treasure chart. We have to be full. We have to be close to full saturation of the map. Like, let me just take a moment. So we have all of the Triforce charts. We have almost all of the Triforce charts. We need one more of those. Okay, we have 40 out of 47. Approaching, yeah, complete global saturation, which reminds me, I promised Sonic next, so that'll be before the next Resident Evil. But it's on the list. I have the games. I will be playing them. Okay, anything... 41, that's Horseshoe Island. Yeah. Like, there are 49 treasure charts. There's a treasure, 49 treasure and Triforce charts. There is a treasure in every single square of the 7x7 map. So, translation, a lot of them. Let's see, next, I think, Ice Ring Isle. Are so many. And like this level of map completion is kind of insane for me. Like I never do go out of my way to find or do them all. But simply because there's another check I could do behind them, I feel like in this randomizer I really do have to. And Hira is worried about getting all the keys, but I think all the dungeon keys are in other dungeons. And why don't you warm up a bit? Yeah. Don't be so chilly. 5 minutes, tons of time. Ooh. Piece of candy. Oh! Alright, so that's another required thing. I didn't even have to go inside. We just get that for free. Is scared. Achievement in the week on RAs beat Broly's arcade mode normal in Shibuya Sky. Seems normal. Suspiciously, 48% of the players have this. I feel like they're just cowards. Or like Broly is in the meta pick. I love doing that. Which means you're going to have to be braver than... You're going to have to join the less than 1%. You're gonna have to be brave and Broly down. Not 48. Yeah, 0.48. I forgot to read. I mentally said that, but I mentally ignored the saying that. Oh, come on! The decimal point. My mistake. So yeah, join the less than 1%. That is my message to you. That, or it's like some stupid cheap boss where it's one part deranged completionistism, one part absolutely full sending it, and one part you just need total mastery of the character. I will laugh every time at Link's pain. This might take 2 tries simply because it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. There's so many... Because there's so... It's like a weird angle you need to be on to properly get the jump off of the ice. Or the flows. You know, you have to... Can I do this in 2 minutes? I might get my ass frozen. In which case, microwave me when I die. I will return. That is a threat, you know. Oh, wait. I know what it is. It's not angle, it's speed. It's speed and direction. Don't want... Well, I'm going to be frozen solid. Hell yeah, Botanic. I want you to know your landmine has so far been the most consistently triggered one. I also think I can't roll off of there. Yeah, sword. So it worked. You do yeah, sure. You have free will. You can do whatever you want. Okay, I just can't roll off of those. And I missed chat. Bullshit boss would make sense. There's human for Z rank. All chapter fires don't have solely because boss is SSJ2 Gohan who just spams his ult and if he doesn't rush constantly. That would do it. If it ain't bullshit, it's gonna be something else. If it ain't something else, it's gonna be bullshit. Zero manifested? Yeah, we talked about swords and you showed up. As the old text, my bot file, mandated. There, it took over 4 minutes. But we finally got inside. Now we just have to do this perfectly. God, I wish I had iron boots before I was supposed to. Because this is the iron boots dungeon. Oh, yeah, no, we got this perfect. Under 10 seconds. Oh, shit. I'm going to die because I can't get... Under 1 second. That is... Anyway, I want to talk about swords. Fought several kinds this past weekend, stabbed by many more. Yeah, I saw you had... I don't know. A charm might be useful. That was a The dungeon key has its use, but I'm trying not to go into dungeons. Yes, I am curious. What was your favorite sword to get stabbed by, and what was your favorite sword to stab others by? And also, what was the most ridiculous matchup? The best thing we got on that was the chest on the outskirts. Alright, next one, Two-Eye Reef, maybe? Well, I'll have you know my prostate hurts because that chest actually had my butthole, had your butthole clenching. Look, That is one of the many services that I will provide. Probably the only VTuber on Twitch to make someone's prostate hurt in that way. You're welcome. I was going to be so embarrassed if I didn't pull that off. I was so confident. And then nothing. Oh wait, I can just get inside Island of Steel now. Hell yeah. Ah, I see it's a new one for you. This is a stream of firsts. I aim to offer a unique viewing experience almost every time I go live. Getting stabbed by would depend on the person, but I guess rapier or small sword. Love getting absolutely styled. Rapier would do that. Rapier is... the more I learn about rapier from you and other people is that it is a sword for stylish bitches first and foremost. Like, that is not a weapon. I'm sure it's amazingly practical when used correctly, but my opinion is that it's to style on people. It is to make sure that they know without a doubt that when they die, they died poor and worse off than the person who stabbed them. That's how you get this chest. Oh, hey! I wonder whose heart container that was. In that way is what makes you different, because several VTubers will make your prostate hurt. I'm the only one who will do it without anything sexual. Getting absolutely style on. Favorite to stab others would be rapier. There's a theme. And most ridiculous would be, the sickle versus montant, a great sword. I remember you saying that one was very unbalanced. It's like, well, I guess I'll die now. Thank you, Botanic. Stylously strong, too. If someone's got good blade control with rapier, you know they're... Yeah, it's a way to flex your wealth of, like, I am both able to train with the sword ridiculously often, have this type of sword, and also have the money to focus on nothing but getting absolutely fucking shredded. I appreciate the clip. I'll grab that and post it in the Discord later. I did a lot of bot work. None of it was on fixing known bugs. It was all new feature development. It was all focused on that, and absolutely none of it was doing the very important thing, like making sure that the clip command gives any sort of feedback, even if the feedback is, hey, guess what the doughy idiot hasn't done? Fix this. Your clip was made. It just, the URL just wasn't grabbed. Specifically for the prostate bit, hell yeah, I'll make sure that that is grabbed, because that is a great rant. I appreciate everyone involved. Let us steal. That is everything. And now we steal. We steal from the steel. Hey, Botanic, you know that emote in our Discord that is just the cat from, like, the vertical slit pupil to the fully dilated? I imagine that's you. Where sword, give sword. It's like magic. It really is. Alright, now there's stuff on Needlewalk, 3i, Western Ferry, Rocks. Oh, I can do absolutely fucking everything on Rock Spire Isle. But I kinda wanna do... So now we're getting spoiled by choice. Right? Last time... We do Needle Rock because it's there. Because last time there was so few checks that I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I have to do because these are the things I believe are possible for me to do. These are the only options of like 10 things. It's this or nothing. Now there's 62 location checks, an ever increasing amount of checks. And I'm like, Anyways, now save up like 600 for the rapier I want. My hobby is hell on my wallet. Botanic, remind me to never show you the bills that I incur for art and other things, because yeah, VTubing ain't much. Like, yeah, on one hand, I can justify it with getting the occasional paycheck from Twitch. On the other hand, I am just, the thing I get out of this mostly is I'm mostly in this for the love of the game. So, swords are knives for people who want to kill someone but too lazy to take a step forward. Considered spears. That is an excellent counter argument. Especially the Macedonian long boys. I forget what they're actually called. I just know that they are ridiculously huge because that was the best way forward. Like, there we go. Where's the last? You. I love the very impromptu shooting gallery, but also they had to deal with the fact that any effective rail to properly fire from would also be very easy for Link to just jump over. You have dual mastery cards that cost 3,000. I don't want to look at and total up how much I spent on art the past year, but I know that for like a model rig, I'm alright. I'm getting close to that for all 4 together. Or past that. Oh, golden gunboat. Actually, better get... Ooh. That... Although, ironically for bow, that my understanding is that it takes quite a lot of upper body strength in order to properly draw one of those suckers back. If only instead of using your body's own power, there's some sort of some sort of way to accelerate a small projectile forward that doesn't require that. Maybe some like chemical propellant, some sort of explosion. That is true. Stabbing someone isn't easy unless you consider gun. That is really the truest thing of all this. If you want to do harm onto others properly in a civilized manner, you better build yourself up in order to stab someone. Hey, Q0. Welcome. Oh, hi, Yuki. I'm like, hang on, that seems familiar, but that seems like a bunch of nonsense. Then remember the Ohio, and I'm like, oh, wait, no. I know who that is. Is this caravan? I'm gonna pull that up. Okay, that is a really cool thing of paper. That I can see that being worth 3,000. All that violence, all that destruction for a goddamn pair. Thought I'd make the connection. Yeah. If anything, considering I was lurking in the last stream that you said hi in under that account, I should have known ahead of time. However, you give me a hex code and I give you a bread-making dial-up noises. Commit so much violence if I could control seagulls. Yeah, that's why everyone has made a concentrated effort to make sure you can never control seagulls. We know the danger you are in the moment that you specifically have control over seagulls. You found one. It's because you specifically have the energy of, what if a seagull was a small humanish thing? that was able to understand swords. So literally Q plus UTF-8. Oh, nice. And also what Stoff says is completely true. None of us can take the moral high ground here. We would all do so many crimes if we could control seagulls. But that's what it is. It's although the weird thing is I've seen. Oh, wait, right. I'm like, wait, no, but Twitch can display kanji. I've seen people have that as their username and then in parentheses the translation. But then you're like, you posted kanji in the chat. I'm like, oh, wait, no, of course it does. It's just weird because of that. Bladebirds! Shoot. The current D&D character is Deep Sea Gremlin who is eating seagulls. I love that. Let me in. Wild and horribly discriminatory. Twitch should do better. They just have to. Seagulls would all shit at my enemies at the same time. That is either a lot of seagulls, not a lot of enemies, or very coordinated seagulls. Hey, Moore, welcome in. We're just talking about what we'd do if we had an army of seagulls. Red! So wish to control sea. I mean, I think on some. Thank you. Thank you for the slaps. On some levels, we all would. Because of all of my various ideas for, like, if I wasn't the current Eldritch Horror that I was, what would my backup VTuber be? I think the most compelling as, like, the most compelling ones are there's two options. One is a total shitpost. One is one that I put a lot of thought into because I was bored out of my head when I was doing the thinking and like, you know what? Sure. Seagull thieving empire. No, all the seagulls will shit on one. Oh, that's even more horrifying. I love it. But no, the first idea that's a shitpost is the concept: seagull sailor that fought God for half a bagel. He lost. That's entirely it. Normal seagull, fought God, lost. Now is this. This is. Second one is radio operator on a previously orbital space station that crashed on a uncharted desert planet that is doing streaming while sending out off the automated SOS. Is entirely bored out of his brain. Maybe I should just post that one in the Discord. Because that one I had a lot of ideas for. Like, all outfit for, like, radio operator hard suit for EVA sort of things. That one was useless. Dry reap, gunboat, and then... Did I get the treasure in here? Yeah, I got the treasure. I just didn't click it off. Western Fairy's got one. Seagulls would be infamous. Consider French bread as in baguette? I think that is the closest that I've gotten. It was a toggle that didn't make the stage over to this bread because, like, the bread in my mitosis redeems. Mitoses? Mitosi. And the mitosi redeems don't have the left and right mouth toggle. But this one does, but it probably still exists somewhere. I just have to hotkey or talk to Era to get it in there, but I forgot. And psychological warfare angle will just torment someone when they leave anywhere. They just watch them through the... So the first thing... Actually, one point you consider a slice of devil toast. Hell yeah! Oh, hey, more mitoses. Mitosi. Thank you. Because there's like so many concepts, and part of the reasons, like, even though... I'm sorry. Thank you, Botanic. That one got me. I forgot how loud that is. That isn't... I should Should blame whoever it was. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, just burnt bread with horns. That would work. Then it worked. I will not apologize. Hey, we got the sorry landmine. Just choked on. I am so glad I automated the response to apologies, because I am going to throw all of you. That Maya was right. It was so funny to have jump scare stuff on here. Quote 58. I was thinking, looking back on the past year, but honestly, I'd rather talk about fruit. Same. This is... Okay, note to self. I'm just gonna add this on. Sorry or apologize in MSG.lower. There, next time I reboot the bot, it will work on apologize. You know, most streamers have to deal with an unruly community. You know, people who are too rude and too audacious, too presumptuous. I feel like I'm the only person who has to deal with a frickin' ruly community. You two are so polite that the moment... Yeah, you're a special brand of chaos. You are calibrated for me. On one hand, I'm just kind of impressed. Wait, why didn't that work? Huh. Well, I guess we gotta reboot the bot now. I guess it doesn't like it when you, either you guys rate limited. Okay, now it's back up. Yuki, I have no idea what languages are even though that I don't speak Portuguese. But now the minds are armed again. Is Deutsch? Oh, I don't speak German. Sorry, sword butt. They do chain. Sorry. Apologize to the sword. Sword? They don't chain with chain with quotes. Okay, why is Lori specifically not allowed to apologize? Weird. 166. Who hurt you as a child, and do they have any tip? That's what I'm thinking right now. Who hurt you guys as a child that made you this apologetic? And like, do I have... Well, now I'm going to make sure it works for you specifically, Lori. Like, at this point, it just has to. Like, who hurt you all as a child that made you this apologetic? And do I have to hurt them in the same way? How much time do I have? I don't know. I mean, just pop off, I guess? I can't believe you guys are making me add different ways. Yeah, because I had to restart the bot because you guys apologized so hard that it crashed the bot. It's being added as a quote because it's so audacious. Grow a backbone. Talk like this again. Why am I... I'd ask what I did to deserve this, but I know exactly what I did to piss God off. So I'm not surprised, but why has this devolved into accidentally training people to speak in Uwu speak? Backbone's available? I think it's somewhere. I think Corpse's spine is somewhere in the throw commands. We're bullying Brett. Like, you don't do that already. Like, this is new behavior. 126. Wait, when did it... whenever Yuki just found out that defeated the bot because it doesn't translate to Uwu speak. God damn it. Thanks for the check-in. I do need I do need a moment because the bot can't handle so... It really can't. It's almost as like the person who programs it only really cares to speak in English. The worst part is I know by person who would legitimately be apologizing and who is doing this just to mess with me. Just say so. I'm not going to point it out because I'm not going to help you defeat the bot. So your own your own minefield, you have to deal with it. The worst part is I don't know. Okay, now that's definitely going in the bot. I don't care if I have to restart it again. That is going in there. Or... This is rapidly becoming an impromptu coding screen, but I can't show you anything of it because half of the fun is you guys randomly running into this. All right. And now we restart it yet again. Nope, that one ain't safe anymore. I added it. The funny thing is that apologizing has the most amount of triggers now. The previously great distraction from transcription work. Good. Apology. There we go. Previously, the only other ones were... I add a new mine, and you guys immediately find a way to circumvent it. I don't know whether I'm upset or weirdly proud. Also, the most on-brand thing for you ever, Butterfly, is getting your shout-out off of apologizing. It's like, hi, Butterfly, shout-out. Stop apologizing. I might make that permanent. Hey, you get one every time. Part of the reward for making me crash out so hard that I feel I have to update the bot to add more ways to yell at you guys. Part of the reward... you didn't even mean it that time. No, it's part of the reward. It's part of the whole thing. You as a treat get refresh the shoutouts for everyone. Wait, which one? Which one? If you put it in chat, I'll add it. But I have my brain has been going everywhere that I don't remember which it is. You. I might actually have to build that out so that it yells for each and every apology in there. Ah. I see. Fudge just wants to express her remorse. Yeah. At least for you specifically, Yuki, I can understand you trying to support your internet wife. Happy Pride. Oh, not there yet. So apology. That is a good idea. I'm adding a note on that. That's going in the to-do. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to return fire on this. I have to sit here and take it. You forget that you guys are here for my own entertainment. Ah! I patched up that one too. I swear, half of the... Absolutely nothing, and if you apologize, you're getting thrown even harder. I think at this point you're going all the way to Colorado from the sheer power of yeet. Oh, hey, Iron Boots. We got more shit. Okay, where else on this weird treasure hunt? That was Mother and Child. Got that one. Rockspire has shit. Just throw me in the unknown. Well, now I'm not gonna throw you in the unknown because you're weirdly into this. I might actually have to change to one of the PNGs. Probably static because this feels like a case where they'd show up. Simply because I'm laughing too hard. Like, what the actual hell? Okay, there's one in the cave. 2 gunboats have shit. This has shit. Both be in the... You started in the unknown. So if I know that's a lie. Can tell when you're lying to me. Staff isn't here to help. They're here for adding additional whatever the hell this is. And it seems like Butterfly, the only one who isn't happy about the marriage that none of us aside from Yuki knew was happening is yourself. For fuck's sake. Yeah, one of several local chaos agents living in the walls. I see why I know so many people with chat landmines now because it's so much fun. I am having a wonderful time, despite all of your best efforts. I need a moment. Hey, Colton. Good luck. That feels like a bot message, but... yeah. But also, I can recognize that Twitch is that... Okay, no, you're human. Sorry, I get so paranoid about bots that, like, if something feels a bit weird with a first-time message, my initial thought is, like, are they trying to sell me something? And then the confusion, like, nope, that is a whole-ass human, I am so sorry. No, you're completely fine. That is entirely me, but I am glad that you're having a good time, and thanks for coming in. I will also fully admit that I am far more paranoid than like the average person. Like to sell. Well, I know you're. Actually, no, I'm not entirely sure if you specifically are a person or like are human or classify as that. I know you're a responsible sentient entity. Actually, no, I know you're an entity in like a good way. This fellow organic, what are you really interested in buying some butter? Said on the street, but I don't remember being here. Weird. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a case of like got raided. I wouldn't be surprised if by sheer luck you raided into here somehow in like a perfect time, or it just a case of Twitch being weird. He's seeking to sell you straight Shadow Legends. You don't even stream to get that common, to get the traditional streamer promotion. God damn, why did that? I'm looking at the word promotion. I couldn't think of that. What is wrong with my brain? No one answer that. I already know. We'll shadow ban you. Oh, spice. Okay, stop. Go on. Why is the first thought of if I ever do NSFW, which is actually impossible because I've designed my characters specifically for that to be impossible, that is what it would be called. Thank you for the exotic butters. Mary's awful to no idea if it was a raid just looking for Wind Waker's stream one day. Like, could be both, could be either. I have been absolutely insane on this, but either way, glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying this. I miss the updraft, fuck! Exactly, that's a good attitude, Butterfly. So stop apologizing. If I can chat trying to get the I don't know why they're so ruly. I don't know why they're like this. I give them so many ways to hurt me, so many ways to throw knives. And the one thing is apologizing and being so polite. No, you're not. I know you're not sorry for the Raid Shadow Legend stuff. You're talking about OxyClean? I go for some OxyClean. That sounds tasty. Do those end up just being microfiber towels? I feel like those ended up just being microfiber towels. And that was before everyone and their mother, like literally before everyone's mom's like, hey, I found these great ass towels. Here's like a massive pack of them. That's where I got all of mine, stealing them from home. God, not shit. You're trying to add any words. If it wasn't for the fact of the only way that they'd be, if I showed exactly what triggered it, that would defeat the point of adding new triggers. It's a classic. Not often when I spend most of the streams laughing. I try, and I'm glad it delivered, because again, yeah, my face is hurting from laughing. This is not a unique thing, but it's been a while. And also the fact that I have actually had to just stop talking for a while to deal with it all. The worst point is I know the worst part is I know several people are either extremely creative or literally multilingual. So they will continue to find a loophole. Glorious concrete. Yeah. Chat reflects streamer, and the worst part is I can definitely see me doing all of this. God damn it. Perfect no notes. Just lot of swearing and apologies. Oh no, Korean and Chinese, so keep going. Well, I'm not only going to have to learn the approximate translations and either the specific phrasing for that specifically, or just if... Actually, no, that seems too cruel. Of if it's not in English script, language. Some go for other language, you aim for fancier words. No crappy American. Oh, perfect. If you misspell stuff, it also won't recognize it. Well, I know how to read apologies in Korean, I think? Probably. Granted, how many languages are there to use? Yeah. They're learning and adapting too fast. Why? I can't even complain that much because this is lore accurate. Why did I set myself up for failure? I can't even blame you guys. Now I feel like I need to apologize for something. Yep, like literally lore accurate, because the chat insert character is a random trespasser going into the haunted blockbuster that I am in. So them being able to quickly figure out and annoy the hell out of me with sheer audacity, actually written into lore. That is actually the primary survival mechanism. It works too great. It's not really failure. This is great because you're now with oh no, it gets worse than that. I like rejects. I enjoy it. It's very satisfying when it works. It's just, I don't know what to match to. Firefly, you're not being annoying. I will actually drive out to your house and physically pick you up and throw you and leave without any further explanation if you think you're being annoying. I am having a wonderful time. What, regex? Rejects? I say it how I say it, and bullying me is absolutely fruitless because I refuse to be bullied over words. People say soda when they mean pop. I can say whatever the fuck I want. The other problem is that this is a word that I've only read. I didn't want to bully, just never heard that before. Huh. I am so hard-coded now to be on the defensive. I assumed it was bullying. Never heard it with soft G? Well, it sounds fun, right? Rejects. Regex. Although I suppose if you say it with a soft G, it kind of sounds like a J, so rejects. Regex. I don't know. The other thing is, like most things with programming, it's like I'm the only one who I can talk to about it, so I just say it in the way that it sounds most fun to me. It's a regular expression, so regex is what... See, that makes sense. Regex gets the most stubborn apologies. That one was good. Although, so that's not the worst thing, actually, that I've been laughed at for. And, like, I know you don't mean it to make fun of, but I'm also remembering the time that, so at work, I was on a meeting with several people, including vice president of engineering. Not really, doesn't really mean that it was a huge problem. It's just a small enough company where, vice presidents are quite often the person who's in charge of all of this shit and knows the most. And we were looking at something that the MRP logs wasn't working properly. I was trying so hard and the user was MRP logs, all one word. I was trying so hard the entire time I was on that meeting to not say Mr. Plogs, because that's how I was reading it. I was just defaulting to reading it as such. And then, how do I say GIF? How do I say GIF? I say it GIF because that one I am on the side of that is the most annoying. If you prime my brain with soft G-ness, then I say it GIF. Call for Mr. Blogs. Yeah, one of the last thing that happened was I messed up and said Mr. Plogs instead of MRP logs. I was right the first time. Well, now I know that it's with a hard G. Might need that as a character. I am trying so hard to cut myself off on new stream characters or stream adjacent after Callie. Callie was a mistake who forced her way into existing. I do not know if my wallet can handle more than that. GIF I will bully you for? All right, I'll bully you back, and I know you'll like it. I was pronounced your own name once when you were introducing yourself. That one hurts. That one I can also see happening to me from stumbling over words, because words are hard. But yeah, fortunately everyone laughed and wanted to die. Well, that's just common feeling for you, right? But also same. Oh, right, I can get into to one of the temples and probably finish it. Nope, I can't finish that because that's the temple I can get into now is the one that you need the hook shot for. I mean, yes. Yeah, I feel you on that. But no, it's great. Wait for your press. Good. But no, if regex is actually regex because it's regular expressions, then GIF is GIF because it's graphics interchange format and not graphics interchange format. Okay, in all fairness, wait. What? I think we're fighting each other, but are on the same side because I say it GIF. I just fucked up there because y'all were bullying me for saying regex with a soft G. So I got confused and legitimately slipped up on that one. Oh wait, there's a great fairy on that one. Yeah, just like the peanut... shit, I forgot to buy peanut butter to absolutely demolish it. Later. Because I think we all agreed on how that one was pronounced, but didn't realize it. Just woke up so brain ain't work. Oh, don't worry, you're in the perfect place. None of our brains work at any point. Ooh, peanut butter. Why are you pink now? Wait, can I say that? No, I don't think I can. Happy Pride. Again, that is true. Sometimes it's just how it be like. It just, brain don't work. It just does not want to get started. It goes brr, but in the sense of like how an engine sounds before the transmission drops out. That sort of brr. Kind of like brr. If that even got picked up by the microphone. Point is, feel ya. Sorry, on the spectrum. Where? No idea. On multiple levels and spectrums. Same. There's the spectrum. I don't know where I fall on it, but I definitely fall face first. That's being a quote. Pink, blue, purple, and pink areas. It's a good place to be in. But so I was going to make a joke of falling on the spectrum in the Ace flag colors, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember what's on the flag. You know what is hanging literally directly to my right that I can't look at chat without seeing out of the corner of my eyes? My giant Ace Pride flag. I'm a doughy fool. In my defense, it's there so often that I forget it's there. The only reason I have this flag is because in pansexual flag, hell yeah, it's a good ass flag. I fuck with that flag, although that flag fucks with everyone. Hell yeah. Also, I don't have flag yet. I mean, the flag isn't required. It's a nice thing. The only reason I have this flag is because back in college, I heard from a friend that somebody got bullied into taking down their pride flag from their window. It's like, I'll start a fight. I got this flag entirely to start fights with, and nothing has happened. Bisexual in the living room? Nice. And I'm waiting for the day that one of my more closed-minded family members walks in, asks about it, knows enough to recognize it, and then I can start a fight. Oh, 50 rubies. Well, because of finding so many cool things for it online? Yeah. There's some cool stuff and things you can do with it. Definitely a lot of cool ways they can put it onto it. That trans flag and bi flag got lost somewhere in the moves. God, moves lose so many things. Sucks, but also, hell yeah. Excuse me, Moblins. Leaving. Trans flag but packed waist still. Oh shit, ads again. I'll go a bit beyond this. I hate to stand up for a second.
Hey, you guys want to hear something?
That depends on what it is.
Well, this is too good to keep.
everyone should be back from ads, and on one hand, I should probably end stream before I do too much. And we made good progress. There's not actually a ton of stuff that I'm like, I should do this off screen because it's just grindy and uninteresting and takes a ton of time. And also there's a couple things I should do, but yeah. I already have somebody lined up to raid, but let me make sure that I save. I don't want to lose all of this, but thank you all for coming in today. I had so much fun, and honestly, I cannot say how much I appreciate y'all and how ridiculous you can get. This was a ton of fun. I'll see you later, hopefully next Tuesday for some streaming, and thank you all again for coming in. As gone, nice to tune in. Yeah, it's nice seeing you, nice for coming in, and thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Good, I will. Have a good rest of the night, everyone else. You have caused so much chaos that I swear there's 3 hours in there. Laugh like that in a while. Thank you, Bright. Yeah, we're in main Melody. She's playing Star Fox 64. She's great. My brain's falling out. I also kind of want to add some more features to the bot and maybe figure out regex and the rest. Anyway, good luck. Sad Mika noises. Thanks for going by, Yuki, and no, you're not. I'm raiding before you start another cascading resonance apology.